Okay, my favorite classroom technology is the Avid document camera. This technology allows me to display documents for the whole class to see. Like in this case, I can put this up and the whole class can see it. I can highlight things. Granted, this is in Word, but I can highlight things on the page. I can point to them and we can discuss them. I can also freeze a particular section on the page and zoom in on that, so that students can see exactly what I'm talking about. I can change the font sizes right there on the screen so that the students can see things bigger or things differently. I integrate this in my classroom by displaying the homework, like what this page was. I display the homework on the whiteboard, and the students come up and they write the answers that they got on the homework on the whiteboard, so that it's there for everyone to see. Kind of a second way for those to check their homework. And then, yes, it could be a way for students to cheat as well. But I go through and I have them pull their homework out, and I mark the ones that are actually pulled out. And then anyone else's that I receive, I just don't count it, because I know that they didn't do it. But anyways, it helps me check for proficiency. It also helps me when we're doing a game like this. I can pull this up and they can look at each thing in color, because for the most part, worksheets in class are not going to be printed in color. So I would display this and zoom in, and we would talk about what the different characters would mean, so the students have an understanding of something before we start the activity. I also do this with a survey. Like when I want them to talk, we would go through and I would show both of these, and this is something where you like or you don't like, and they go through and they say, I like eating candy, I like studying, I like dancing, and they get to answer what these things are, so that each person that has the survey, each partner, can kind of make notes on their own paper. And then when we do the class, the partnership activity, they're ready to go. And it is really a fantastic way to show the students the information, get they're engaged, at that point, because I'm showing them what it's doing, and then they get to practice it, and then they get to do it. So this is really helpful, and I use it when I'm grading. Actually, when the students are grading pop quizzes, we can pull this up, and then I write right on the document camera whatever the answer would be, and the students can check themselves right there. And usually what I have them do is do a peer grading. So they'll exchange papers with the person in their group, and then they'll mark 1 out of 6 or 6 out of 6, however many answers and things that we have on there. But I use this document camera for this sort of thing on every pop quiz that we use. It also helps me. I like this technology because it helps me practice differentiation to my learners. I get to present content in a different way. I can show them how to play a game, like was in this case. I can show them the ins and outs of a partner activity. This also works well for group activities. And it helps me grade faster when I'm doing small test things like this, or even when I'm using GradeCam. The students can pull that up, and I can open the app on my computer, and they use the document camera. They can see their score right then. And it's a great tool to have in the teacher toolkit. And it's really quite the fantastic tool.